What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Kentucky versus South Carolina college basketball matchup going down Saturday, February 8th, 2025. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. It's a great time to do so. We've got a lot of action lined up this week. 155 games on Saturday's college hoops card. We've got the NBA and NHL all throughout the week, and obviously Sunday, the Super Bowl takes center stage. So make sure that you jump on board, whether it's a daily or long-term pass. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. We've also got products for those who make big bets, and for those with big bankrolls, those looking for a VIP experience, where you're going to get things like late alert plays closer to game time, where we're going to track line movement for you, try to get you the best possible number compared to the closing line. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, text the number on the screen for more information, even if it's just to find out if it's right for you. But let's get to this one between South Carolina and Kentucky, and an interesting SEC clash here, as you've got South Carolina coming into this game with a record of 10-12 on the year, 11-11 against the number this season, after ending up with a 76-72 loss at home at the hands of Texas A&M. Meanwhile, Kentucky comes in 15-7 on the year, 10-11-1 against the number this season, after back-to-back losses and losses in 4 of their last 5 games, after a 98-84 road loss to Ole Miss in their last game. And, the thing with Kentucky is that this is not what I think, Big Blue had in mind when, Mark Pope was brought in. And Mark Pope was passing every single test early on this season. Kentucky was 14-3 off the win over Texas A&M, and maybe you'd like to think that maybe you can excuse the loss to Alabama because it was a competitive game, and then they made up for it with a win at Tennessee, but still losses at Vandy, at Ole Miss, in a blowout loss at home by double digits to Arkansas as 9-point favorites. And all of a sudden, Kentucky, not as much of a sure thing as I would say. They right now, if you look at the latest bracketology report, are sitting on a 4 line. Kentucky is, and if they continue to struggle like this, if they continue to have some issues, that 4 could drop to maybe an 8, or maybe even out, into the first 4 out conversation. I mean, Kentucky has struggled, and I'm not sugarcoating that. Now, South Carolina, you want to talk about struggling? South Carolina, a team that made the NCAA tournament last year, really having a hangover season under Lamont Paris this year, 9 losses in a row. But I will say they have been pretty competitive in a lot of their road games. I mean, they did lose by double digits to Georgia by 11 points, and they lost to Oklahoma by 20. But they also took Vanderbilt down to the wire. This is also a team that's battled against Auburn. They almost beat Florida outright as 11.5-point dogs. It was a game that they led pretty much the entire way until they weren't in the final possession of that game. So for me, this is a game that I think South Carolina can compete in. At a certain point with South Carolina, we're hitting the point of, just treating games like they're Super Bowl, because there's going to be no postseason for this team. And it's not like a Miami situation where there's just so much that's gone wrong with this team that, they quit early on in the season. This is a South Carolina team that's at least showing some fight when they have to play the good teams. And I think going to Rupp Arena, Rupp is going to be an electric environment with, Kentucky wanting to get back on track after back-to-back losses and losses in 4 or 5. But I do think that South Carolina can keep this one reasonably respectable. Like I said, I just don't think that I should feel like laying 11.5 points right now with Kentucky in their current form. So I'm leaning towards South Carolina, but there's much better games on the board, especially in this early time slot. So lean towards South Carolina for me, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. While you're Pick Dawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.